No, no, no. It doesn't work like that. Let those who labor
Your boy,
hold the reins. That's me.
your boy have one on the table too.
Oh yeah, you got one on your table?
On your boy table there.
Oh yeah, your partner?
Yeah, man.
Oh no,
I see you left friend, man.
I'm going to take it. He, I'm going to tell him he doesn't like these things. He mustn't eat these things.
I know. But
Okay,
it's a
so
blessing, man. But give God praise this morning.
yeah, man. One love. Take care.
Yeah, man, one love.
Okay, great.
Stay only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul. We growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Green Day does roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call. Banana nutmeg feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. We grow real, grow Grenada. Hearts of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, I we're proud and wise. On 91.9, Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love and country care. Let the young and old unite. Real expressions shining bright. Agriculture is the way to build tomorrow from today. We grow real, grow Grenada. Part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, I great proud and wise. On 91.9, Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. Soil to soul, we strong like lava. On the air, our stories thrive. Agriculture keeps us alive. Real FM, where the roots go deep. Agriculture Thursday, we sow and reap. This is Real Expressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Green Day does roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call. Banana nutmeg feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. We grow real, grow Grenada. Hearts of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, I we're proud and wise. On 91.9, Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. In the
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you, Sister Drumsticks. How you doing? Talk to me.
Good morning to you. I'm good. Good morning to the nation. I'm reading from the Word of God, Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He lead me in the pathway of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, and my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. This is the end of the scripture reading this morning. And you have a wonderful day.
You have a wonderful day too, my darling. Take care of yourself.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, great. It's real. It's 91.
soil to soul, we strong like lava. On the air, our stories thrive. Agriculture keeps us alive. Real FM, where the roots go deep. Agriculture Thursday, we sow and reap. Xpressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Green Day does roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call, banana nutmeg feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. We grow real, grow Grenada, heart of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, I we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love and country care. Let the young and old unite, real expression shining bright. Agriculture is the way to build tomorrow from today. We grow real, grow Grenada, part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Too often, customers are counted but not valued, like mere numbers, statistics, transactions. But at Flow, we're prioritizing you, our valued customers who have been with us through every milestone, every moment. That's why we're putting our money where your loyalty is. Flow customers claim up to $400 in rewards for smartphones, groceries, and more when you add mobile to your current internet plan. Because loyalty isn't a one-way street. At Flow, loyalty flows both ways.
The River Sally Catholic Church presents Harvest, Bashment, and Dance on Friday, 1st August 2025 from 1 p.m. Venue at the River Sally Government School. There will be eats, drinks, a flea market, games, and so much more. Bashment time from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., $3 and $5 to get in. Dance time 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. and it's $15 before 12 p.m. and $20 after. Our DJs are Firestorm, Just Gus, and Fatboy, powered by New World Audio. Come and have an enjoyable time. Bring the family as we celebrate emancipation.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sizzles.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sizzles.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sizzles. Sizzles. Express your style with Color by Sizzles.
Attention all food handlers in St. Patrick. The Environmental Health Department invites you to attend our food handlers training at the St. Patrick Catholic School on July 9th and 10th, 2025 from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. This training is mandatory for all individuals involved in food preparation, handling, or service. Everyone is advised to come and learn the best practices to ensure safe and hygienic food handling in our communities. Improve your food safety knowledge, meet licensing requirements, and get certified. Don't miss this important opportunity. Spread the word and be a part of building a safer, healthier St. Patrick.
The new Grenville Credit Union debit card has made online shopping easier than ever. Quick, secure, and hassle-free. Just tap, pay, and shop with confidence. Get yours today.
Expert nail technician wanted. Looking for a skilled nail artist who specializes in acrylic, gel nails, stunning nail art, and luxurious pedicures. If you can turn nails into masterpieces, I want you. Creative braider needed. Need a talented braider who can slay cornrows, locks, and braids, and all the latest styles. If your hands can work magic with hair, let's connect. Hit me up or WhatsApp me 403-4421. Let's create something amazing together.
Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Green Day does roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call, banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. We grow real, grow Grenada. Hearts of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love and country care. Let the young and old unite. Real expressions shining bright. Agriculture is the way to build tomorrow from today. We grow real, grow Grenada. Part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, agri proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe.
Industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Too often, customers are counted but not valued, like mere numbers, statistics, transactions. But at Flow, we're prioritizing you, our valued customers who have been with us through every milestone, every moment. That's why we're putting our money where your loyalty is. Flow customers claim up to $400 in rewards for smartphones, groceries, and more when you add mobile to your current internet plan. Because loyalty isn't a one-way street. At Flow, loyalty flows both ways.
This is Real Xpressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we growing real. From the mountain to the sea.
24 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. Jonathan Price, good morning, my brother. How you doing?
Good morning to you and good morning, listeners. I'm doing quite all right. Here is the weather for today, Thursday the 10th of July, 2025, as recorded at the Mount Bishop International Airport. It is currently partly cloudy with light showers. Winds are variable at 2 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1015.9 millibars, which is above normal and rising. Present temperature is 25.8 degrees Celsius and relative humidity 94%. Yesterday's maximum was 31 degrees Celsius and the minimum last night 25.8 degrees Celsius. No rainfall was recorded over the past 24 hours, hence the total for the month remains at 27.1 millimeters. And now for the public forecast for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique Valley for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy and hazy with light to moderate showers, with an increase in cloud cover and showers overnight, and there is a warning for moderate haze in effect. Today's max will be 30.5 degrees Celsius with winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas will be moderate with waves 5 to 7 feet in open waters. Hence, a small craft advisory is in effect. Low tide will be at 9:30 a.m. and high tide at 3:30 p.m. Sunset will be at 6:36 and sunrise at 5:49. Just to repeat the public forecast for today and tonight, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy and hazy with light to moderate showers with an increase in cloud cover and showers overnight. From the forecast desk at the Mount Bishop International Airport, I'm Jonathan Price. Have a great day.
Thank you, Jonathan. Take care of yourself. It's real. It's 91. 26 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Carriacou. Good morning, Petite Martinique and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. As I like to say in my very own special way, good morning to the WORLD. What if I couldn't spell? Damn, what a shame that will be. Anne-Marie Grant, good morning to you. Gemma James, all the way in Texas, saying good morning to Andre, BJ, Mr. Pierre, and Dr. Twine, and all other members of the Real FM family. She wants all of us to have a wonderful day and re-emphasizes that she's listening in Texas. Well, girl, I tell you what, it's glad to know that you're listening to us in Texas, understanding the destruction and the loss of life that would have taken place in Texas recently with the flooding. Yeah, over 100, 100 and counting in terms of people losing their lives. Wow. Stay safe, Gemma. Baby Daddy, what's up, bro? Everything good? Good morning to you, and good morning to Jerome, Kenneth Lewis, and Sherry Ann Charles. Top of the morning to Sherma, Jeremiah, Akira. Yeah? What? No. Akira, for real? What? Akira, which part of Grenada are you from? Friends, Akira is listening to us from Belgium. Woo! Wow! Yeah, now that's a good one. Belgium? Akira, are you? Well, yeah, I believe you're Grenadian. Oh, you're from Le Mode. Oh, Le Mode and St. George's. Wow. Well, you must give us a call one morning, Akira. As a matter of fact, you can call right now. Just say hi, hello, and yeah, you can do that, The number, of course, 473-442-0175-0175. That's a WhatsApp. You can WhatsApp that number, and you can get to speak to me bang on if you want to at this time to say hi and hello to the folks in La Mode. Yeah, I have a lot of listeners in that particular area. It'd be nice to hear a voice. Faithlin, as in Halley, as in Douglas. Faithlin, how the corn planting and the peas planting going, girl? Careful now, I hope you know you had to plant 4 peas tree just for me now. Carol Bell from top of the morning to Dalton Strong and Alban Harris. Good morning to you. Deborah Laborde, Claude Abraham, Shirley Scarrett. Good morning to you, and Andrew Burke. And how is after we say good morning to Andrew Burke, who else do we say good morning to? We need to say some good morning to somebody else. Who comes after Andrew Burke this morning? Oh, Christine Otley, hi. Agnes Henry and Errol Bonaparte top of the morning. Laurel Courtney, how you doing? Anastasia Peterson. Hey, MF as in Marilyn Ferguson. Good morning to you. How you doing, MF? Everything good? Adrian Watts. Miriam, how are you? Sherry Ann Charles and Jerome Kenneth Lewis already shouted him out already. And yeah, I don't know if you got the time, Akira, you can give us a quick call. We'd love to hear. Make that Belgium connection, that Belgium. Yeah. You're going not only they're worrying about what? From St. George's from Granada to St. George's. Boy, let me tell you all something, eh? Let me explain to you something that you need to know and understand about Real FM. When it comes to radio in Grenada, we don't follow. We definitely don't follow when it comes to radio in Grenada. We do things and we do things. Yeah, we do things differently. And we love that. Trust me, we do. We love being innovators. And there's more to come. There's more to come. And one of the reasons why you're not seeing a lot of things rolling out is because we ain't making that kind of paper yet. But as soon as we're making the kind of paper, yeah, that would afford us to roll out different things. There will be a lot of things rolling out here. Most definitely, we will have, and this one is going to, well, it's not going to shock you because I think most of you would have heard me say it already, that we are going to have real TV. Yeah, we're definitely going to have real TV. There's absolutely nothing that's going to stop us from having real TV. The only thing that's holding us back at this particular time is not stopping us, just holding us back. Has to do with finances. Yeah, as soon as we're able to get the finances, we can, and we can do different in terms of housing, meaning house at a different location or, yeah, something like that. Yeah, we will do real TV. It'll be Grenada's first television station outside of the city, the first one in the country. They like to call us that. Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's maybe first one in out of the city, and it's gonna be great. I'm telling you, it's going to be great, and we'll have all our hosts and presenters and so on going to be from. We really would love them to be from the rural areas, and by rural. Yes, I'm speaking St. John. There are some people in St. John who consider themselves to be tongueified, and there are those who identify with the rural areas. Victoria, of course, definitely. Well, St. Mark, St. Patrick, St. Andrew. People in St. David, good morning to you, but most people in St. David do not identify with rural areas. No, they get tongueified a long time ago. Yeah, they get tongueified. But don't worry, we good. We still love them. We love the entire country, you know. Yeah, and by the entire country, I mean Grenada. I ain't talking about country. No. Yeah, so, yeah, television is coming. One of these days, I'm going to have a conversation on this. And I'm going to try to figure out exactly how you feel about having a television station in the rural areas, and what are you willing to do to ensure that that is a reality. Remember, no one believed that the radio station could happen, or at least they saw it happen, but most of them gave it a year and say that will fold in a year. As I said, we went out 21 years. 21 years, and that's big. That's really, really big. But wonder what they will say when the television station comes. They probably say they won't last longer than a newscast. But trust me, it's gonna be unique. It's gonna be unique. Yeah. So I always wanted and believed that I was a drummer. Do you understand? A drummer like in a band, like with sticks, like it play drums and yeah, that kind of thing. I always thought that was a kind of like drummer kind of thing, but I don't think I could make that. Kathleen Ledlow, how are you doing, my darling? Yes, hoping you have a wonderful day. Listening from Baltimore, Maryland, to be exact, is Cynthia Bartholomew. Come on, let me have a sip of coffee. Something's there. A little better. Jen, good morning. Okay, let me see. Somebody tell me about Shaggy. What happened to Shaggy this morning now? Let me see. Hold on. Okay, Baby Daddy saying, Andre, on Shaggy this morning, everyone was on your side. My side? What did I do? I didn't do anything for people to be on my side. Sharon Felix, good morning. Tess, what's up, guy? How you doing? Oh, Faithlin already plant my peas. Yeah, I hope about 10. Oh, I have to show you guys this. You see? Wow, you know what this is? Nice homegrown Grenadian pineapple. Yes. Where it come from is my business, you shall not know. Forget that. Nice homegrown Grenadian pineapple. Jen, good morning. Okay, Marilyn wants the television station. Yeah, I know. Yeah, this television station is gonna be the bomb. So what? Okay, so but yeah, so Baby Daddy, what was it about Shaggy? Can somebody tell me what was it about Shaggy this morning? You can tell me. We haven't started the agricultural Thursday as yet this morning, so you can still give me a call and tell me what's it about Shaggy. Patrick Duncan, that guy. Yeah, what's it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't really get a chance to listen. Honestly, no, I don't get a chance to listen to him when he's on because, I'm sort of getting myself organized to come on. So I don't really get the chance to. Sherma is asking for my pineapple. Sorry, Sherma. Taken. Yeah. Taken just like that. Taken. Oh. Baby Daddy, I'm waiting. Yeah. Everybody was on my side. I wanted to know my side. What did I do? I didn't go out and look for anything. Well, right, I can say yes, I appreciate it, but I don't know what am I appreciating it for. John Francis says 99. What the heck is 99? Man, you guys just, you know what? Let me go and see if I find a message that I can relate to somewhere. Oh yes, I can find things that I can relate to. This is seriously not good. Paying attention. Somebody sent me a video. Yeah. John Francis, you have pineapple? Well, John, you can call me and we can discuss how I will get some of the pineapples that you have, John. John Francis, yes. You can give me a call, 442-0175. Where are you located, John? Come on, pineapple is my kind of taboo kind of thing, Pineapple tart, pineapple juice, pineapple just like that. All sort of pineapple. Anyway, so you see this thing in closure? This, well, I don't know. I really and truly don't know. This is horrific, to say the least. It is most definitely horrific, to say the least. You better believe that. That house movement in Carriacou, yeah. Not in Carriacou, sorry, in Closure. Wow. Frightening, scary. Well, the house is lost. Yeah, you can safely say that, that the house is lost. We'll have a conversation on that. Okay. Joan Henry, Devon said, on Shaggy's program, the government took the ads from Real FM. Oh, okay. Yeah, John Francis says, you know where I live, come for it. I don't know where you live. I don't know who you are, John Francis. You have to give me better information like that. My girl, hey, woohoo. Oh boy. Somebody calling me, you know. Okay, let me answer the phone. Okay, what happened to that? Okay, yeah, it has been answered. Hold on. Right, let's check the... Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Donald.
Hi, how are you?
I'm not too good as you.
Hit me with music.
I'm so pissed off you wouldn't believe.
Oh, you are? That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing.
I'm pissed off. Honestly, I'm pissed off.
Wow. You kind of put on... Hold on. Let me just say this there. When you just say that too, I'm pissed off there, you put on the kind of police voice, you know, careful. Like see somebody get arrested.
Yeah. That voice never leave me.
Oh, okay.
That voice never leave me. To be honest.
Morning, Brenda. Yeah, tell me.
Mr. Donald, to be honest, some people need to go, I'll say it as it is, and please just allow me to say what I have to say this morning. I'm begging. Some people need to be put in their place.
But you know this is agriculture where we ain't started yet, eh? Okay, right. So,
okay. Right.
Okay.
Some people need to be put in their place. We have a radio station in the north. That's what they just say. In the country, whatever the case it is, in the north. We have a government, an administration that want to strangle that radio station for what is being spoken, called in and said, and whatever, as it relates to the truth with this administration. The minions want to bully you. You can't take them. And I know some of them are listening, you know. Some of them are listening because all they could do now is just listen to that program. All they could do is just listen. They want to bully you, want to tell you what to say, how to say, when to say it. The administration take away all the ads from the radio station. We wouldn't have known that if you didn't come out and let us know. And if nobody going to stand up by you, I'm going to stand up by you with that radio station. Thanks for letting us know. Right. But what you find, you hosting 5 programs for the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They don't call in the program. They don't call in the program to speak on how nice the government doing and how the best Prime Minister Grenada ever had. They don't come in here with it. But they would call one program that is being held on that radio station, Mr. Pierre's program. And I'm telling you straight out, I have to come Mr. Pierre and talk to Mr. Pierre. Honestly, I tell you, that I tell you, that's what I tell you after stuff this morning. I have to call Mr. Pierre and talk to Mr. Pierre. They call in Mr. Pierre's program and promoting the Honorable Prime Minister, the best Prime Minister. He's doing well. He do so much for Grenada within these 3 years. That is the most that has been done to Grenada. Me backside. Hey, what else do them? You understand? This same Prime Minister and administration that drawing a noose around Real FM Truth. The surrogates and Bajans and minions calling the same Real FM station to promote the Prime Minister. Where these people and them come out? Where these people and them come out? Mr. Donald?
Yes, love.
Well, the program, Shaggy's program started this morning with the well-known chatters on the street. And he came out in defense of Real FM. And I followed after. And I will continue. Anytime they call me stop their program and come with a nonsense, I will deal with them on Real FM and on WeFM. Because as we know, they're going after WeFM too. They're going after WeFM too. But you see, they're stupid. And as I tell them, they must put brain in gear before they put mouth in motion. All you go after, Real FM. Real FM is still surviving. All you have no programs on Real FM. All you going after WeFM now. All you have a whole Sunday program on WeFM. WeFM is owned by Mr. Alvin W. All you forget that. That Mr. Donald, I tell you, I resting on that one. Trust me. I resting on that one. Trust me, I don't resting on that one. I don't resting on that one.
Easy now, there.
That one. I am happily retired. I don't usually no obscenity, nothing for my co-workers to come and put chains on me hand. But I will deal with them. Outer order.
As you say you're happily retired, I was speaking to a police officer yesterday, I think it was. Yeah, and he said to me, he says, Andre, I joined the RGPF when I was 20 years old. I'm now 50, so I've served 30 years in the RGPF. I took early retirement, so I am now retired. I says, okay, so what you gonna do with your time now? You're a big, strong man, what are you gonna be doing with your time? He says, Andre, it is now time for me to start to work for the party I love, NNP. I had a laugh. And I had a laugh.
I wish I could get to know that officer.
Because he said to me, he says, look, he says, all the years I voted NNP, but I respected the fact that I was in the RGPF and I was not supposed to show any bias towards any political party. He said, but I watch, he said, I watch friends of mine in the RGPF support their party outwardly, the NDC. He said, I saw it and I didn't like it, but I did not get involved in it. He says, now, after 30 years, he said, I'm 50 now, retired, and I can do whatever I want to do at this time, and I'm going to be working for NNP. I was like, yeah, that's a good guy. I will tell you off the record. I'll tell you off.
And not here alone, eh? Not here alone. There are a lot of other officers I know that retire now, and they marching on with NNP.
Hey, but before you go,
when you're in there, you just have to bite your tongue. You just have to bite your tongue.
So yeah, before you go, my darling, before you go, let me give you.
You out. You speak.
Yeah. Let me give you a thing. Jefferson Hagley says, yes, miss, you speak so right. But there's something that you need to know. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Brenda Phillips says, caller, don't raise your pressure on these people because all they're working for is another one term. And Gemma James, Gemma James, who is in Texas, she says, cuz, take it easy. Don't let the minions steal your peace.
Gemma James called me cuz?
Yeah, she called you cuz. She will call you cuz right there, so.
Give Gemma James my number. We are going to
Well, she would have to, because that's public there. I can't share it with her there. She would, Gemma, you know my number. Gemma, if you WhatsApp me on my number, 457-6188.
Give her my number.
Yeah, if she WhatsApp me privately, I'll give it to her.
Andrew, let me say this, eh?
Quickly, love.
And for all the retirees listening, your health is very important. Maybe when you were walking, you didn't have that much time to take care of your health, but as it stands now, your health is very important. Watch what you eat, watch what you drink, sleep well, exercise, and Don't worry about anything. Something you need to speak about, you speak about it, and that's it. And that's it.
Okay.
And that's it. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself.
All right.
Those who have blood pressure machine, make sure you check your blood pressure, you check your blood sugar every day. Take care of yourself, and God is good. God is good. He's going to carry us through.
All right, lady. Take care of yourself too. Have a great day.
All right then. Have a good day.
Okay.
Woman gone. Woman gone.
Yeah. Okay. It's real. It's 91. It's just about time for the program from the Grenville Credit Union. Stay with us. This is Real FM Radio.
Welcome listeners to another program of Did You Know? A 5-minute feature from the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union. I am your presenter, Oslin Crosby. On this week's program, we share information on the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union's annual general meeting, AGM. Scheduled for Thursday, 10th July at the Deluxe Cinema, Grenville, St. Andrew, a special invitation is extended to members of the GCCU to attend and discuss the business of your credit union. To share more on the AGM, here is Branch Manager of the Grandand's Office, Mrs. Shirley Harris.
It begins at 4:30 in the afternoon under the theme Driving Digital Empowerment. Your future, your card, your credit union. Why do we attend AGMs? Our AGM is the one meeting you have where, as members of the credit union, you can have a voice. You can review the reports, the audit reports, the credit committee report, the supervisory report, and you can speak to those reports, ask questions, and have a voice as to the operation of your credit union. This is what makes us different to other financial institutions, because we are owned by our members. One member, one vote. It doesn't matter how many shares you have, all persons can have one vote in determining who are members of your board of directors, your credit committees, and your supervisory committees.
Harris also spoke on the importance of the regulator's role at the AGM.
At the AGM, you would also hear from the regulators, GAFIN. They would give you a report on how our credit union is performing. You would have solidarity messages from the other credit unions, as well as possibly a featured speaker on any issues relating to financing and management of the credit union.
We are due now for a break. More when we return.
The new Grenville Credit Union debit card has made online shopping easier than ever. Quick, secure, and hassle-free. Just tap, pay, and shop with confidence. Get yours today.
Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, we are sharing on this week's program information on this year's AGM, which will be held on Thursday, July 10th, 2025. There will be special incentives for members who attend and who do so on time.
We do have special prizes to be won to all our members that arrive on time and are at the AGM. Members are encouraged to register to attend the AGM via our Facebook page or our website, or even at the offices by clicking on a QR code that would give you access to fill out a registration form. Transportation would be provided where needed. If you do not register before the AGM, you can still just show up at the AGM. So it's not absolutely necessary, but the registration gives us an idea of the number of persons to expect. So once again, members, we encourage you to be part of the AGM. Come and let your voices be heard. Come and hear what your credit union has been doing for the past year and what is in store for the coming year. We look forward to seeing all of you there at our next AGM, 10th of July, 2025.
That was Mrs. Shirley Harris, Branch Manager for the GCCU's Grandand's Office. And that's it for this week. Until next week, I am your presenter, Oslin Crosby. Grenville Credit Union, your financial institution who values our membership and strives to provide exceptional customer service.
It is said the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore,
the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
In Grenada, we supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations, at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-2175 or 438-4337. Gittins Home and Garden Center, from your farm to your backyard.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
Classic Furniture. Our items are made from the best local wood available on island. Our products are made with love, care, and the experience we have gained over the years. Why do you even contemplate using substandard furniture, which is imported, when you can get the best made right here in Grenada? Our factory is located in the cultural village of Chantimel and our showroom on Benjoon Street, St. Andrew. We are also noted for refurbishing that piece of furniture to its initial look. When looking for quality furniture, there is only one place to look, and that's Classic Furniture, where we take care of your needs with utmost care. So give us a call today and put your furniture woes to rest. Classic Furniture, where love and luxury is combined to provide the ultimate satisfaction. Call us today on 442-4645. Classic Furniture.
Too often, customers are counted but not valued, like mere numbers, statistics, transactions. But at Flow, we're prioritizing you, our valued customers who have been with us through every milestone, every moment. That's why we're putting our money where your loyalty is. Flow customers claim up to $400 in rewards for smartphones, groceries, and more when you add mobile to your current internet plan. Because loyalty isn't a one-way street. At Flow, loyalty flows both ways.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Too often, customers are counted but not valued, like mere numbers, statistics, transactions. But at Flow, we're prioritizing you, our valued customers who have been with us through every milestone, every moment. That's why we're putting our money where your loyalty is. Flow customers claim up to $400 in rewards for smartphones, groceries, and more when you add mobile to your current internet plan. Because loyalty isn't a one-way street. At Flow, loyalty flows both ways.
The River Sally Catholic Church presents Harvest, Bashment, and Dance on Friday, 1st August 2025 from 1 p.m. Venue at the River Sally Government School. There will be eats, drinks, a flea market, games, and so much more. Bashment time from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., $3 and $5 to get in. Dance time 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. and it's $15 before 12 p.m. and $20 after. Our DJs are Firestorm, Just Gus, and Fatboy, powered by New World Audio. Come and have an enjoyable time. Bring the family as we celebrate emancipation.
Expert nail technician wanted. Looking for a skilled nail artist who specializes in acrylic, gel nails, stunning nail art, and luxurious pedicures. If you can turn nails into masterpieces, I want you. Creative braider needed. Need a talented braider who can slay cornrows, locks, and braids, and all the latest styles. If your hands can work magic with hair, let's connect. Hit me up or WhatsApp me 403-4421. Let's create something amazing together.
Xpressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.
Yeah, so I'm back. Yeah, I'm back, and I'm upset. Why am I upset? I'm back and I'm upset. I'm really upset. I haven't been more upset in my life. Yeah. It's raining. Yeah, it's raining. Yeah. And is that? Yeah, it's raining, man. And then I forgot one of the windows in the vehicle down. So you know, I'm really upset because the vehicle is all wet. Were it not for the girls in Western Union. Hey, Western Union all the way. Free advert I just gave them. If you need to send money, send it to Western Union. All right. That's it right there, bang. Free advert. But they deserve it because the young lady, she called to say that the window in the vehicle is down. So I had to go out. Oh my God. And I got wet. That's the thing. See, I have a piece of tissue here. Oh my God. Help us. Help me, not us. Help me. So, we back? Yeah, we're back. I haven't seen BJ this morning, so I guess I'd have to speak agriculture. But what is there to speak on in agriculture when nothing is happening? Nothing is happening. You don't have anything, and I think I like that sort of a how you call it? I like the way the NDC is dealing with agriculture. Don't say anything. That guy up in the country can't say nothing. Yeah. Linda Straker, my good friend. Linda Straker has traveled. Haven't Linda traveled in like how the guy, you know? Linda, don't worry, you can take a joke, I know that. She's currently in Dominica. Yeah, she's currently in Dominica. She's attending a workshop. It's an energy and environment reporting workshop with a focus on data science. Wow. Okay, so Linda is attending that workshop in Dominica. Morning, Linda. What's up, girl? Take care of yourself, right? And then all they just want to do is challenge Linda. Photogenic and then... No, not Jenny. I didn't say photogenic. I said photo... All right, photogenic. Right, let me do the word properly. Photogenic. Who's that? Ask Francis Pierre. Who's that? Don't ask me. He know who is photogenic. Not photogenic. Morning, Jenny. How you doing, girl? Where you coming tomorrow? Hey, today's Thursday, no, Jenny? Ha ha! Well. Watch thing. Watch thing. Let me see if I get my computer. Can't even find my bag, much as to find my computer. That is the strangest thing. Anyway, but no, really and truly, I am struggling for things to say in relation to agriculture. The Ministry of Agriculture continues to do nothing. Minister Chotai is just not, he's just not cutting it. And I tell you something, I have, the past 2 days, I started feeling that there is going to be very soon, very, very soon, before the end of the year, I believe that the Prime Minister is going to have another reshuffle. The Prime Minister is going to have another reshuffle. All right? And that will come before the end of the year. So people like Chotai and the Minister for Health. And okay, don't talk about the Minister for Education. That is a real waste of time. Seriously? Now, Andrew, you really, watch, let me tell you something. You came on. And I say, well, watch, you hammering. I say, you will be the best thing since bread gets sliced. But Andrew, David, nah, boy. David, the teachers and them, they upset with you, you know. They expected you. Here's what the teachers say. The teachers said, David, that they didn't like some things that the former Minister for Education did. And they say, well, with the understanding that you were there and you knew what they didn't like, so as soon as you do so and you come in, that's why they vote for your party, that you will do so and you will handle things. Lord have mercy. David, they say everything gone wrong, you know. It's not only some. Everything gone wrong, David. We'll talk about the Minister of Agriculture. In truth and in fact, I don't want to say anything more about the Minister of Agriculture. Why? Because it's just giving him popularity where there is none. He should not have any popularity whatsoever. He is the, outside of Chotai, he is the Minister for disappearing. Oh, speaking of Chotai, you see this guy? This Chotai thing? He's not consistent, eh? He's not. He attended a function the other day. He knew to keep the tie in place. He attends function and he knows when to keep the tie in place. But when he goes to our place, like our parliament, he disrespects us and he throw his tie behind his back. That's how wicked that guy is. The farmers, oh Lord, over 200 farmers still not paid. Within the past week, none were paid. So I know the figure remains at about 200 or more. You promised the farmers. The insurance was there to pay the farmers. However, you still ain't pay the farmers. That's not good. What did you do with the money? Where the money gone? Where the money gone? That's what people are asking. Where the money gone? Karakudo get house. In St. Patrick, 10 house they build. Where the money gone? Who buying property on Church Street? Who buying property in St. Mark? You know, just doing thing. Watch. At the end of the day, holiday for one term, and then people have to come and clean it up again. And watch all them NMP people, when all they do something clean up this time, eh? Don't do some fix thing and give them to go and mash it up again. No, stop that. Fix it and keep it there. You understand? Now, I still, 9 minutes after 8 o'clock, and I have not seen Bertrand as yet. I find we had to put a time thing on Bertrand. Say, look, you have to get that X time. Let me see, I sent a link to my other co-host. I didn't see he too, like he give up, like they give up on me, boy. They give up on me, Dr. Antoine. Yeah, Doc, I sent you a link. I think we fixed the thing. Samantha says exactly. But let me read. Okay. MP James was on GBN to the point yesterday. Go listen another blame game again. Okay, all right. Yeah, Jenny promises to comment. I believe Jenny, give me a little heads up with what you're coming with later, and let me tell your listeners, because it's like they're asking me now what Jenny go have later. Like I don't know what Jenny have. Jenny, send me a little sneak. Just tell me, so I can say, okay, Jenny talking about the rat. The rat. Everybody wants to know what is the rat? Who is the rat? Well, no one person. Andre, has the government made in strides in regard to the rental of the Grand Lake bucket? Oh, come on. You know that ain't happening. Ron, be yourself. Ron. Brenda Phillip, I don't listen to little children. She wants to call people big dog and she looks like Dora the Explorer. Lord have mercy. You guys. Okay, so somebody wants to know, Andre, somebody sent me a personal message. Andre, what do you mean by the rat eat the corn? Okay, well, it's agriculture. So, rats, they do attack corn, right? Don't they? Mm-hmm. Rat do attack corn. And how do you know? Because the rats can't eat going up. You know that, eh? They have to go up, climb the corn, and turn around and eat coming down. Yeah, that's how the rats. That's how they function. Okay. So, is there anybody who can call me now so I can, if you call me, then I can use you to explain the rat eat the corn. All right. Anybody? The rat eat the corn. If you want that explanation, you can call now. Agriculture Thursday. Andre, see you when you keep depending. You must not depend, man. Just sometimes just go and just do your thing for yourself. Yeah. I figure that is the new thing, Somebody said the lumberyard in Carriacou closed. Is that true? I don't know. Samantha, good morning. Don't you think they stop vehicles from passing through Halifax Street and transform it into a safe, vibrant space for pedestrians only? So when you do that, Halifax Street, I don't know. When you do that, what happens when somebody comes down? Somebody's traveling on the Grenville Street area and wants to make a left turn into, is that Hillsborough Street? Yeah. To get on to, what do they do? I don't know. That'll take some doing. Daisy Andrew, good morning. How you doing? Yeah, Samantha. That's a good idea, but that'll take a lot of discussion. And you also have to understand that there are what you call, help me, the businesses, they're businesses on there. So based on the fact that there are businesses there, it'd be kind of difficult to only have pedestrian traffic. Only if you find a way to service the businesses in relation to goods and other things being dropped off. Yeah. Yeah, so Robert White want to know if the Minister for Agriculture is a Chinese. Of course. Yeah, his name is Chotai. Yeah, he likes to throw that tie behind his back. Every time he sit down, he take the time and throw it behind. So I have given him the name Minister Chotai. Yeah, what is your name? Chotai. Yeah, Robert, I know you killing yourself laughing. Continue laughing. Okay. Wait now. Them phones are even working this morning. Well, they did work earlier, so they must be working. Good morning to you, Rosalind Jones. How you doing? So let me explain this to you. Ron, as in redhead. So take the R. A, as in Andy Williams. Take the A. T, as in Tevin Andrews. Take the T. So you have R-A-T. Rat. Got it? D as in the letter D. E as in the letter E. C-O-R-N. Con. D. Con. You check? So rat. So R as in Ron. A as in Andy, and T as in Tevin. R-A-T. No, I'm not calling any of them a rat. No. I'm just taking the letters, and you take names, take different words, and you make different letters. I'm doing rat eat D-E-C-O-R-N. Rat eat decorn. Yeah, rat eat decorn. So is somebody calling me on this phone or that phone? Let me see which phone is ringing. I'm hearing the phone. Oh, that's not our phone. Guess what? While I was phoning there, Marilyn, what you laughing? Rat eat the corn. This is agriculture, so you have to get poison for the rat. And somebody said to me, this is interesting. If you poison the corn, and they're convinced that the corn is already poisoned. So when rat eat the corn, rat dead, corn does not exist anymore. So rat take care of the corn. Simple. No. Brenda, what you laughing? Folks, let me tell you something, yeah? People are just popping on me all kind of time and thing. And when they popping on me, I had to do some, try to figure them out. I say they ain't coming today, so I just say I will just handle myself, I don't really run behind people. If they didn't want to do so and come and be with me this morning, that is a business, I ain't really thinking them. If that is how they want to roll, that is how they will roll. Butchan, good morning.
Morning, Andrew.
How you doing?
I am doing fine.
Rat
warm and easy.
The corn. Rat does eat corn?
Yes.
And if the corn is poisoned and rat eat the corn, you no longer have the corn because the rat would have eaten the corn, right?
Yes. So
the rat go dead, right? He should die. You have a call? Let me take my. Oh, all right. But 442 whatever. You can go rat eat. Good morning again, BJ. Everything good for the week?
Morning, Andrew. Morning to the listening public. Nice weather outside there.
You're late.
Yes, realized that I was on the farm getting some wet this morning. Actually was getting your pineapple plants for you.
Where is it?
It's in the vehicle. 1 dozen.
Ah! I look at my, you see?
Also brought a pineapple for you.
Ah! Ah! Oh, cherry, baby. Who used to use those ones? Oh, no.
Yes,
Andre. Oh, Lord. BJ, you the best man. You my real brethren. That I always say good things about you. That's why you must in that city. BJ, I'm here and you're real brethren and thing. You know, we good at thing.
Oh. Andre, people are the words. You know?
Yeah.
When you say something, you should be able to do it. And
But
if you
BJ,
can't do it, you should say, something. Okay. Brethren, I really can't do that.
Wow. So, I had to plant that pineapple.
Yeah, nice bread outside. I'll just stick it in the ground now.
No, I can't go right now. I could only leave here maybe till about 12 o'clock.
Yeah, man. tonight, tomorrow we should be getting rain.
Right. Yeah. People in 18 months?
Yeah, you can get it in 12 months if you look after it properly.
What I'll do, I'll plant it in the ground?
Yeah, plant it and give it a lot of nitrogen so the trees grow fairly big.
Nitrogen.
Yeah, nitrogen.
You have a lot of nitrogen in the ground.
Yeah. And if you put some in a can and every once a week you just, pass it on the leaves, they will grow.
Sprayed?
Yeah, they will grow fairly fast.
Oh, okay.
Pineapple is a desert crop.
Uh-huh.
And the same thing that keeps it surviving is the same thing that can kill it. So for example, when rain falls, you see the pineapple has this area between the leaves and they will hold water there.
Of course.
Yeah. So when you don't have rain, that keeps the plants cool. And it will take water from that area, absorb water from that area.
Can it hold too much water for the plant? No?
Well, it will fall off, the excess will fall off.
So it can't hold too
And
much.
if you notice when the excess fall off, they goes in different, how the leaves make up. So it soaks that area there and keeps it moist.
But you shouldn't have told people that you give me the plants.
Why?
Because they want to know where I'm planting and they'll try to rob me.
Well,
I got to buy a gun like Bulldog
keep your,
Spencer.
what I should say. That will keep your mind active, knowing that somebody gonna come and thief your stuff.
Whoa. We got somebody online. Good morning. How you doing?
Morning, Mr. Donald.
Good morning, sir.
I come up with a homeless band for Canberra.
That your business coming the road, but I'm not giving plans. Say, don't ask me for. It's only 5 I get.
I don't want to. Were you planting the plant?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry.
Anyway, let's forget about the pineapple. I come up with a band for Canberra.
What is the name of the band? What is the name of the band?
Rocky the Con.
You like that one? You like that band? Rat Eat the Con.
Yeah, that's the homeless band for Canberra.
Yeah. Rat Eat the Con. I hear you, brother.
That's a dangerous poison,
Yeah.
Decon.
Decon.
Yeah.
It's a poison.
Yeah, rat poison.
Also, that's the name for rat poison?
Yes, Decon.
Decon?
Decon.
Lord have mercy.
And the active ingredient in it is racumine.
Rat again?
And it don't just kill the rat, it embalm the rat too. So it don't smell after the rat die, it dry up. One of the better poison to use for inside houses. Rat go in funny places and you can't find it. Yeah, sometimes in the ceiling and wherever. This is one of the better poison for inside of houses.
So look how rat go eat Decon. Alright, and I'm not, somebody just say I'm disrespecting people. No, I'm not disrespecting. Did I disrespect somebody, BJ? Did you hear me? I know I usually do.
I don't know, I just hear certain things and I doesn't hear certain things. So probably you say something disrespectful and I didn't hear.
Rat eat Decon. Okay, Mabel Smart says, blessed day to the Real FM family. Have a productive day. BJ, do you have planting plants and coconut plants for sale? What's the price?
Planting plants, $5 per plant. Coconut plants, no, not yet.
Not yet.
No.
BJ. Remember last time our good friend, what's his name? The coconut man. Was here.
Augustine, Troy
was here. And he said to us that the plants were in Santo Domingo.
Yes.
I've heard that the plants are here.
Oh, it's possible.
And I've heard that the plants are locked up in a container somewhere. I've heard that. I don't have the facts. I've been trying to reach Troy, can't reach him.
It's possible that the plants are here. They normally ship them in containers. So it's possible. A lot of people want coconut plants and they can't find it. Well, a lot of people been asking me. And I think that's an area that is picking up
coconuts.
Coconuts.
Yeah.
You can almost get it, year round throughout Grenada, and that's nice. And I must commend the authorities for the emphasis and effort that they are putting in that particular sector.
Okay.
Both governments, NNP and NDC, they seems to doing the right thing with particular to, in relation to coconut. However, we're still doing it in a small way. We're still on the edge with it. We really need to plant up 500 acres of coconut.
How the hell are you going to get 500 acres of coconut?
Take one estate up the street there
Where?
in Montreal and just plant the entire thing in coconut.
We'll give you. They can give it to you.
Andre,
as a pilot. The government like to do pilot
Andre,
projects.
they don't. The pilot projects the government used to do are very small. With me, we used to do what? Tomatoes together with the government. Alison would get the seeds, and we will do it as trial on my farm. She take the information and I get the crop.
She takes the information.
Yes, and I take the crop and I sell the crop. The government don't want the money; they just want the information.
Hold on, what information were they looking for?
The data, how to grow the tomatoes, what they were given, the production, and all of those. So you're basically zeroing on which are the variety that you want to use. So sometimes we plant 2, 3, 4, 5 varieties, and we take the the information, the production data, and all of those.
And they give you the tomatoes?
Yeah, sell it. I grow it on my farm. Sometimes they provide the fertilizer because they are doing the experiment, and government people not good at that. So you look for somebody who's going to look and care for the tomatoes, do all the necessary cultural practices, and you get information. In that way, the government have information for people who, want information with regard to growing up tomatoes.
So rat can eat the corn. How chunky as in McIntyre, rat eat the corn. Somebody, as the guy said, somebody's gonna play that one for Juve.
Rat gonna eat
rat
the corn.
gonna eat of the corn.
Yep.
I see close to me there, BJ. I see a wonderful patch there. Have you seen it? Or corn and watermelons.
On the opposite side?
Yeah.
Yes, it look nice, it look
Really,
great.
really good.
That wouldn't pass me, something like that. Actually, the simple things I see.
The simple things.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks really, really good. I think that it's a valiant effort by the youngsters. No. They have planted, Yvonne Roberts says good morning.
Morning, Auntie.
Right. They planted honeydew, they've planted watermelon, and I think they've done cantaloupe in that patch there.
Yeah.
And they've edged it with corn again. Now, what do you do after that, BJ?
Andre, sometimes somebody has a patch of land and they just want to, fit in some crops. So they do business with the farm management aspect. You get some money, you go back and you plant again. It keeps you occupied. I keep saying that the role of extension has changed, and you need to take that piece of land now, if it's half an acre, and you need to make it productive. And productive in such a way whereby the person can have consistent income of money.
Yeah, but what do you plant after you
You
plant?
see, Andre, for example, the river is right there.
Yeah, right.
Nice, clean water.
Yeah.
All right? The land part is fairly small, but it's flat and nice. It's right on the road. Why can't we grow lettuce or say pak chow or say kale in a hydroponic system there, and you go vertically? So the plants that you were getting in one area horizontally, can get 3-4 times the amount vertically. So you get 3 times the amount of production that you ought to be getting or you was getting based on how you are doing it. People go up now, Andrew, like you build skyscrapers so you can take up the space vertically. That's the way you do the same thing with farming, because the land space are becoming smaller.
We got a caller. Good morning. Hello?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Andre, you did make me laugh this morning, I'll be honest with you.
I made you laugh.
Yeah, you did.
Robert
you did.
White is a comedian, not me.
But now, at times, as a radio personality, one should sound comical at some time to make your audience laugh and to make the brighten up the day and stuff like that.
All right. So if you call in just to do so and tell me that, you have told me. Other than that, agriculture is what we're talking about that, and you have your 2 minutes like everybody else. Make use of it.
Well, of course, I'm happy that the gentleman that's there at least gave a little recommendation, and he was fair. He said the last administration did well in that particular area of the coconuts, and he commended the government, you know. So in that regard, I love the open discussion. I love the humor. And my brother, this is agriculture, and you have a passion for doing that. I've listened to you a couple times, so I will not be guilty of saying that I don't listen, because I do listen now on a regular basis, and I hear the narrative, and I think you have a passion for agriculture, and I realize you have a lot of knowledge. You till the soil, and you're very, very, very knowledgeable of a lot of things. I listen to you a lot. So I wish you all in your endeavors in terms of agriculture. I wish you all the best. But at the same time, enough respect to the government for the job the government doing. My brother, have yourself a blessed day.
Thank you. But when you're looking at me, you smile like a Cheshire cat. You see, this is when you put them on the stage like they say, hey, say what you gotta say. Then it shakes them. You gotta know what to do. You know what I'm saying? KJ, that hypocrite guy. That is KJ that just called in. This is a virgin of yours that calling on the WhatsApp there now. Good morning, WhatsApp guy. How you doing? Hello? Oh, it's connecting, which means that he's having some sort of a connection problem in his area. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, two things you were talking about, the pot you were talking about there. One, the corn that they planted around the other items is very good. It's a protection. It is planted to really to protect from insects and so from the other plants.
Oh,
that will form a barrier.
Okay.
Corn is a very good barrier for that purpose. And two, what BJ was saying about the hydroponics, don't be surprised you will see that very soon coming right there. Because the gentleman just had a training in hydroponics and so don't be surprised if that would be a reality.
But with hydroponics, would you have to have what you call this, netting, covering?
Not necessarily.
No, you could.
You can do it in the open if you want to.
Yeah, yes or no?
Okay.
Yes or no? We have different ways, but it's up to you if you want to. If you do it, if you know, yes or no? Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Okay,
All
then.
right.
Thank you, my brother. All right. Mabel Smart, Brenda Phillip. If you look in the chat, Mabel, Brenda Phillip is saying that she has some dwarf coconut plants for sale. I don't know if you'd want those, but you did speak about planting and coconut plants. BJ has planting plants. They're $5 a piece, right? $5 a piece for BJ's plantings. Are they the big, tall planting? Or
No, Andre.
Nice short
This
ones?
is dwarf planting.
Dwarf?
Yes.
Dwarf planting.
Dwarf?
No, do they get
5
big?
feet tall.
5 feet tall. So I'm tall and plant.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Make it easy for me to steal. Anyway, Mabel, so you can get the planting plants from BJ, and Brenda Phillip is saying that she has dwarf coconut plants for sale, so you can get that from her. All right. Now, BJ, going back to the plot just past me there. Well, on the other side of the road from me. If you had to do things like lettuce and cauliflower and thing right there, you'd have to erect a barricade for the road, anyway. Because with all the vehicles going by and the dust.
Well, you would want to do that,
Yeah.
not just for the barricade, for the dust and stuff that going across there, but you also want to use it as a windbreak. So you don't have that flow of breeze.
Yeah.
Because you're going up,
Yeah.
and you'll get more breeze as you go up.
So you need to
Right.
to
So you
erect.
put a barrier which would help. Twofold: prevent the dust from going in, prevent insects, and also, act as a windbreak. Threefold.
What would you say right now? So you see what they've done there, and immediately what crop do you say they put into that thing? As soon as they finish?
I like it because that's new piece of land, and they put watermelon there, which we do well, and realize that they're getting good weather now. The problem, Andrew, with those kind of farming,
caller, we coming to you.
You only have say 12 months in a year. Watermelon 3-4 months. By the time you take and clean again, it's 6 months gone, almost 5 months to plant back again, and then you have to wait again 2 crops for the year. You can't survive on that. You have to be more efficient. You have to do something that can have quick turnover and something of higher economic value.
We have 2 callers. The WhatsApp is trying to connect on one there, and it's connected. So we can take a WhatsApp caller. Call online, we come into you. WhatsApp caller to you, BJ. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. How you doing, my friend?
Not bad. Listen, I have a suggestion. Why is it that government don't put down untreated water lines to different farming areas so you could avoid all this gasoline and diesel pumps running and so on, And they have apps now whereby you just put in your bank account, your debit card or whatever, and you can buy 1,000 liters of water, and then when you finish using 1,000 liters of water, it just cuts off the valve to your property. So I think that they should do that to find the areas where they have flatlands that need irrigation, and use that.
Well, that's a good idea, but it's where do you take the water from? That's what I'm asking.
Well, we need a dam. We need an extensive dam, because I see government NAWASA setting up a lot of lines, and they're talking about supply, but I don't think we have proper damming.
That could be a fact, but
the dam should have come first.
If we're thinking about so many dams and we have to do so much in terms of water, I'm still saying that I don't know, because when you look downstream, you see a lot of these rivers failing, right? Then you look at them downstream, and I'm asking a question: is it because of climate change, or is it because so much of the water is being caught upstream and not?
No, it's climate change, I think.
You think it is climate change?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, when we get in the water like now, it's wasting. You have to create a big dam, and you save as you go along. So in 2-3 years, you have a lake.
Okay.
Yeah,
I understand. But that would take something that will take some thinking and some discussion, a lot of discussion, and.
Well, it's getting worse,
Well, yeah, it is. So we might have to
worse.
we might have to do the discussion a lot quicker than we think.
That's what I'm saying. People not thinking ahead, because look at all these other big countries, Australia, England. They make money out of water. Water is more important than fuel in the future.
All right, I got you there, and maybe that will stir up some discussion sooner than both of us think. BJ, there's a Simon B. Thank you, caller. There's a Simon B who's here, and that Simon B saying, Andre, how can I get in touch with BJ? Need to tap his knowledge base to do some tropical gardening in the southern U.S. zone. Think you can help that person?
Should?
No.
Should be able to help that person.
How is that person going to get in contact with
Andre had a friend. His name is Bravo Brown. We went to school together. He did his doctorate, and he farmed now in Florida, doing hot peppers.
Hot peppers, yeah.
20 acres.
That's a lot.
And I did help set him up. I did help him, get it functional.
going.
And not just that, he got workers from Jamaica to, go to Florida and work on the farm. So you have a group of people now, and everybody seems to be doing well. They turn millionaires.
Well, yeah, 20 acres of pepper is a lot of pepper. So how does Simon get in contact with you?
You can call me, 415-8008.
Hold on. So it's 473-415-7008. Okay, 473-415-7008. And so Simon B, I'm putting BJ's number in the chat there so you can have BJ's number.
415-8008.
You said 7.
No, I don't know where you get this 7 from.
Oh, shucks. Hold on. It's 8. Yeah, 8008. Why did I say 7?
I don't know where you get this number from.
Yeah,
You can buy a lotto today, my win.
Yeah, why don't you buy it? You might win. I'm the one giving the numbers.
You're not calling 7.
Yeah, calling the numbers. So, okay, 415-8008. Simon B, those digits are for you. So you can use that to give BJ a call, all right? You can call him almost anytime. Good. I did send a link this morning to brother, what's his name? Francis.
Antoine?
Yeah. I didn't
probably
see him.
busy these days.
Yeah, he's probably busy this morning.
Yes. Andre, this caller was making an extremely important point, and I probably think I should jump on it for a few minutes.
Sure.
With regard to the harvesting of water.
All right, hold it. We've got a call. Never keep our callers waiting. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Mr. BJ, how are you?
Fine, thanks. Good morning.
Will be throwing at you again too. But before that, Mr. Andre, if the rat eat the corn, would there be any more the corn?
If the rat eat the corn?
Yeah.
Corn done?
The corn. Would there be any more the corn?
The corn will finish.
Right. Okay. Mr. BJ.
Good morning.
That is in connection with what you're saying there. You were talking about a lot of statistics there. I want to know, have the government put anything in place yet with what they are giving farmers? They're giving seeds, they're giving other things, fertilizer. Have we quantified what is needed for our local consumption and for a market? We were told that we have a new marketing board coming up with a new structuring. What is the position of the new marketing board, if you are aware of it? What acreage of lands they're looking for? What quantity of farmers you're looking for? And what you expect the productions to be like? Have those things taken into consideration already? Because if you're coming up with a new marketing board, you should be able to see what among the lands you want to see under cultivation, different cultivation, because you have a lot of abandoned lands in Grenada. You're just talking about 20 acres of peppers. Do we have lands available to plant 20 acres of peppers? Do we have lands to plant cocoa? Do we have lands to plant nutmegs? Not just propagating the plants and giving the farmers. Is there acreage of lands that can be used that we could bring back under farming? And are we expecting labor? Or where do we expecting labor from? Those are questions to you, Mr. BJ.
First, I would want to say, Andre, that it confuses me all the time because I want to answer Clifford's question directly. But the preamble is that Clifford should not be seeing trouble to get relevant information. He shouldn't be asking those kind of questions, pertinent questions. The answer should be there for everyone to, available for everyone. Here Clifford asking, they're getting seeds and they're getting fertilizer and he don't know what acreage and he doesn't know this and he doesn't know that. That's farmers' business. And information should reach people or else they're going to start to speculate the right information. And most times they speculate, they come up with the wrong answers. And in a lot of cases, because mind are politically twisted in Grenada, they tend to formulate their own kind of, thing. Andre, with regard to the planting up of crops and providing of seeds and fertilizer, I think the initiative is good. However, I want to see proper planning behind those things. In Grenada, from God know when, what we seem to be having is plenty of something now, and next week you don't find it.
Brilliant. You are so brilliant. You deserve to be an agricultural minister, because that is something that is so... Today you see a lot of potatoes, tomorrow you can get one.
Today it's $3 and next week is $8.
It's crazy.
Those kind of things. Price stability, scarcity, demand and supply.
Oh God, that again, please. Don't even think that now, man.
Economies of scale.
Oh no, BJ. You don't like your brother. You don't like your brother. This is crazy.
Yes, Andre. And
but it's created by the farmer. It's created by the farmer.
Well, Andre, need a collective approach, and that's the problem. We're not doing this thing in a collective plan and organized way. Hence the reason I want to get involved at at that level. Because Andre, I think lot can be done. We are just talking about water. And here we jump on some other important thing. And I'm saying that, yes, we should have untreated water available to, and look for funding to do those things. Maybe you do it parishes at a time. Maybe you do the agricultural parishes first and stuff like that. And there is something they call dry farming. We can involve in that in Grenada in a big way.
What is dry farming?
Dry farming is places like Batway and Livera and Chambo and those areas, Andre, where you don't get plenty rainfall. The rainfall is a lot less.
Yeah.
And because of the constant flow of the breeze, it drops the soil fairly quick. So what you want to do, Andre, you want to use something they call mulch. Like grass, like anything
grass
like guinea grass and that kind of thing.
And stuff like that?
Maximum, panicum, those kind of grass in them, Andre. And then you had people, what you have now, you have people growing those grasses on the farm and selling it to the people who are farming, doing other crops. Like you sell a truckload of grass. And they use that grass to mulch the plants, Andre.
And we can make use of the
and
grass
they measure the water that they give the plant every day. We don't waste water because we're doing dry farming. And we give the plant 1 cup of water every single day. But because of the mulch, Andre, this surrounding can be very, very hard. But when you put your hand underneath the mulch, it's cold like ice.
We got a caller. Good morning.
Yes, Mr. Bijay. That is why I asked you those questions. Because you are hoping to be our next Minister of Agriculture. And these things will fall back straight in your plate. So we have to know from now, what are the aims and objects? What we're looking for? Marketing board is, if it is coming, is there. We have to know the capability of marketing board, what marketing board will be accepting, can accept, and what the other farmers can do. Because marketing board may not be able to take everything that is produced, but you may have a let out for that you could ship to Trinidad or ship to somewhere. So these are the time that we not just giving the people the seeds, giving people plants and whatnot. No, we must be prepared to know what acres, the lands that you have abandoned, how are we getting into them, who will be getting into them, the lands that are owned by government and are owned by private persons, how are we going to take or to assist with the private farmers' land and with the government land. These are factors that should be put in place now than just telling people plant. What are the aims? Where are we going with them? These are the factors we want to hear now. And you are in the best position to give us your ideas now. Because these are needed things. If you tell a man have quarter acre land behind you, so tell him plant, you give him CD plant. How much of that he could sell? That's just behind his house.
If everybody plant quarter of an acre, then you have problems. You need to plan it. You need to plan it better than we are doing. and we need to ensure that we use marketing board to the best of our ability.
Okay.
With regard to exporting and serving the domestic market, and don't like how we handle in marketing board. I never like how we handle it in the first case, and I think that's an entity so important for the agriculture sector or to the agriculture sector that we need to basically look at this institution very intricately and provide the necessary support and logistics that are needed to function efficiently. We spending money in areas that we ought not spend it.
We've got another call for you, BJ. Good morning.
Morning again. Marketing board didn't perform as it should, as I find, because you complain about now this season you have a lot of tomatoes. In a few days, all the tomatoes finish, and so on. Why didn't marketing board go wrong and do this? Find out farmers that want to do contracts like that and say, well, if it's 6 weeks it takes, 6 months it takes for tomatoes to grow, you could rotate the farmers. So this plot here is 3 acres, and that how much pounds per acre. The government should know how much tomatoes is imported, how much tomatoes is needed. Likewise for all the other vegetables, and contract farmers to plant it in rotation so that when one farmer or 2 farmers finish, you move on to another farmer because his product is ready.
Okay.
For everything, for lettuce to tomatoes to sweet potatoes, whatever it is. Because Grenadians do a thing like that. They see a man make a money in watermelon. Everybody go on and plant watermelon. And then it's glut on the market. So I don't think marketing board use the initiative properly. Okay? Bye.
Yeah. All right, good. Well, I know he's not the only one who doesn't think that marketing board
Yeah,
really makes
planning, Andre, management. I keep telling you the status quo, the way we structure those things. How are you going to work properly? Andre, the same government people that chooses their friends to be on those boards, to make policy decisions for those entities. And some of those people aren't capable. Some of those people can't even manage to get out of the bed in the morning time, far less to manage people's business.
So, next thing, right, go in the car. 4420175, 8 minutes now on the upswing to the 9 o'clock hour. You harvesting bananas? Not banana, but plantains today?
No, tomorrow. But the weather looks so horrible, probably we may have to put up that.
It looks bad?
Yeah, it was raining outside, and I think we're expecting some wave.
Oh, tropical?
That was affecting Trinidad yesterday and should affect us today or whatever.
How are your pineapples doing, BJ?
Very good.
Are you watering them excessively? When I say, well, not excessively, but
No, the kind of rain we have now, you don't have to irrigate pineapple. That would be enough water, rain that is falling.
Okay. And why did you choose to give me only 10 plants?
A dozen plants.
Oh, 12. Why
12.
did you only choose?
That's what you asked for.
Oh, okay. So
if you want a few more, you could find that.
Yeah, but what's the spacing?
You can plant it about 18 inches apart.
18 inches apart.
A foot and a half.
Yeah, I'm just.
But remember, the size of the fruit normally be determinant of the size of the trees. The trees and the fruit, they correlate. If you have a small tree, you get a small fruit.
Yeah.
So if you give the tree fairly big space
to
grow, you tend to get a bigger fruit.
Okay. All right, so I'm just calculating the plot.
Like 2 feet apart.
Yeah, 2 feet apart, and that's good.
That should be okay.
That should be okay. And regular mulching and stuff?
You could if you want to. Remember, pineapple is a hardy crop, and the more you look after it, the faster it will grow. And you can induce the flowering. So if you have a big tree, you'd have to wait for it to produce fruit normally. You can use something they call calcium carbide and just drop a little on the leaf, and the leaf will turn red, and it will tell itself it will give off a gas.
plant.
Yeah, it trick the plant.
Yeah, chicken plant. So all this calcium carbide, and so I get that in the store.
No, man. This is highly reactive. They don't sell that for people like that.
So what you telling me to give it that, and where I'm gonna get
I'll
that?
get that for you. You don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Just like I provide the plants, I'll provide the...
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Donald.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, BG.
Morning.
I am interested in some planting plants because what happened is that I have some planting plants. I have some plantings, but it is a tall trees, and every time the wind blow, they falling down. And I heard you say you have the short plants.
Yes, the
Is there
short
a number
ones.
also I could contact you on?
415-8008.
415
8008.
08.
Yeah.
Thank you very
8008. That's the reason why I took the short plants, because the area where we are located is close to the sea. And with heavy breeze, you have a lot of breakage, a lot of toppling.
Yeah, man. Because I tell you, I had 2 nice bunches recently, man. I like them thing, I think about 8-9 hands. And the wind blowing and next thing,
Yes.
everybody by the ground.
So how are you going to compensate Real FM for providing you with planting plants? You laughing that joke?
Well, I always contributing towards Real FM, you know.
Oh really?
Yeah.
By doing what?
I defending
Oh
Real
God.
FM. And this is the best thing for Real FM, you know, to defend, because when they want to close down Real FM and muzzle people, because, you know, I believe in freedom of speech. And this is what I see in Real FM. So
Thank
I
you.
shall always defend Real FM.
Thank you, my brother.
Okay.
All right, have a wonderful day, yeah?
Same to you.
You have the number, right?
Yes, 415-8008.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Goodbye.
Right.
Okay, that was that one. I think there's another call. Yeah, there is. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Dre. What's up, man?
I'm alright, how you doing?
BJ the bad boy.
Morning, how you doing, Soldier?
Like, cool, man.
All right.
But BJ, we too much of rice in this country. And I'm thinking about rice is not so hard to grow. You know, we could look at areas to plant rice and grow rice.
Do you have that?
We have a
You think we could handle that?
Yeah, man, it's not hard to grow rice. Rice is very, very simple. Even wheat is very simple to grow.
BJ, can we handle rice?
If you want to, Andre, if you want to do those things for food security, that's okay. First, you have to think about the comparative advantage of growing rice here in relation to importing rice. Andre, those things and them people who there are rice now that you can grow in dry lands, you know, hard lands, stuff like that. What should I say? You don't like to hear that word. There's something called economies of scale.
Oh my God, here we go again.
And the acreage that we have here, if somebody want to grow some rice and sell it, you know, at exorbitant price, why not? Local rice, you may sell special rice. But in terms you know, really, you know, growing a substantial amount of rice, you will need some space for that.
Yeah. Do we have the space?
And
You have to make it.
what about fish farming? You know, we could do a number of, you know, we could get people who to train us how to do the ponds and grow the fishes and you know.
But caller, you know, I remember a few years ago, that fish farming is something that was very active in Grenada. As a matter of fact, BJ, didn't we have some ponds close to the Paradise Bridge?
Yeah, we had some ponds that we dug and started growing shrimps and fish.
And
inland fish.
What about, that was when we were close to the Taiwanese.
The Taiwanese.
Oh, okay. Okay. But can we still do it?
Andre,
you could do anything. Okay.
The
fine.
size of Grenada in relation to the quantity of sea fish that we have. If you decide to do freshwater fish, which is inland fish, the flesh is kind of different. It taste is different because it didn't grow in the sea, grow in fresh water. And normally you do things like tilapia and stuff like that.
Tilapia, yes.
Yeah. And you may have to think about exporting those things, because locally, how much people are going to buy that? You tend to go for fish that you get, all about the place. You go and pull the net and you get some fish. Somebody passing with some jacks and you get some. And fish is $10 a pound. It's not so expensive. If you do it inland, you may have to sell it for a similar price. Because remember, you have to feed that fish. You have to farm that fish. Out there, you don't farm. You just go and hold and sell. When you go in the sea, just go and hold some fish. When you're doing it inland, you have to feed every day. You have to change your water. In a lot of cases, sometimes you have to agitate the water to get oxygen and all of those things. You have to fight against pests. Things like frogs and stuff tend to want to go in the water, and if you don't fence it wrong properly, you have issues. Eat up all your shrimps, eat up all your fish, those kind of things. Yeah. So.
Well, we got news.
But it can be done.
Are you staying with me after the news?
Yes, I'm with you for a little bit today.
You with me for a little bit?
Yeah, I like your shot.
Okay. We've got news, friends. We take a news and then, of course, a commercial break, and we'll be right back. This is Real. This is 91.9, 91.5, www.realfmgrenada.com. Stay with us.
This is Real Xpressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Welcome to the latest news update as produced by Triple N. The details when I return.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Hello and welcome back. Locally, the United States Embassy of Grenada will be suspending all American citizen services effective Thursday, 10th July 2025 until September 2025. This is due to the absence of a consular officer in Grenada during that period. Suspended services include the renewal of U.S. passports, notarial services, and consular reports of birth and deaths abroad. American citizens who are victims of a crime are advised to contact the Royal Grenada Police Force in the region in Guyana, GTU, to review August 2024 wage deal amid discontent from teachers.
There is word from the newly elected president of the Ghana Teachers Union, Coretta MacDonald, that the August 2024 wage deal signed by former president of the union, Dr. Mark Light, is high on the agenda of the new executive of the Ghana Teachers Union.
Our teachers have already signaled to us that they want to have a review of that document. And it is one of the things that we are going to be approaching as one on our priority list. We are going to be reviewing that document.
The wage deal caters for a 10% increase for 2024, 8% for 2025, and 9% for 2026. According to MacDonald, the nation's teachers have already indicated that such increases are inadequate.
With every means of having it, whether we can have it overturned or whether we can have additional benefits being added to that document.
The GTU had staged a 75-day strike as part of efforts to pressure the government to hold collective bargaining on financial matters.
What happened on the 21st of August 2024 has left a bitter taste in the mouth of our teachers. Our teachers, their bubbles were burst.
MacDonald maintains that the union had rejected the increases signed onto by the previous executive, and that teachers at cluster meetings also dismissed the offer and were instead demanding just over 29%.
And in sports, Paris 2024 Olympic 100-meter champion Noah Lyles has confirmed his highly anticipated return to the track this Friday at the Monaco Diamond League. Lyles, who claimed bronze in the 200-meter at the Paris Games, will contest the half-lap sprint for the first time since that Olympic final. This ends the latest news update as produced by Triple N. I am your presenter Maxine Antoine, thanking you for joining us.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Classic Furniture. Our items are made from the best local wood available on island. Our products are made with love, care, and the experience we have gained over the years. Why do you even contemplate using substandard furniture, which is imported, when you can get the best made right here in Grenada? Our factory is located in the cultural village of Chantimel and our showroom on Benjoon Street, St. Andrew. We are also noted for refurbishing that piece of furniture to its initial look. When looking for quality furniture, there is only one place to look, and that's Classic Furniture, where we take care of your needs with utmost care. So give us a call today and put your furniture woes to rest. Classic Furniture, where love and luxury is combined to provide the ultimate satisfaction. Call us today on 442-4645. Classic Furniture.
Too often, customers are counted but not valued, like mere numbers, statistics, transactions. But at Flow, we're prioritizing you, our valued customers who have been with us through every milestone, every moment. That's why we're putting our money where your loyalty is. Flow customers claim up to $400 in rewards for smartphones, groceries, and more when you add mobile to your current internet plan. Because loyalty isn't a one-way street. At Flow, loyalty flows both ways.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company. A family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Too often, customers are counted but not valued, like mere numbers, statistics, transactions. But at Flow, we're prioritizing you, our valued customers who have been with us through every milestone, every moment. That's why we're putting our money where your loyalty is. Flow customers claim up to $400 in rewards for smartphones, groceries, and more when you add mobile to your current internet plan. Because loyalty isn't a one-way street. At Flow, loyalty flows both ways.
The River Sally Catholic Church presents Harvest, Bashment, and Dance on Friday, 1st August 2025 from 1 p.m. Venue at the River Sally Government School. There will be eats, drinks, a flea market, games, and so much more. Bashment time from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., $3 and $5 to get in. Dance time 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. and it's $15 before 12 p.m. and $20 after. Our DJs are Firestorm, Just Gus, and Fat Boy, powered by New World Audio. Come and have an enjoyable time. Bring the family as we celebrate emancipation. The River Sally Catholic Church presents Harvest, Bashment, and Dance on Friday, 1st August 2025 from 1 p.m. Venue at the River Sally Government School. There will be eats, drinks, a flea market, games, and so much more. Bashment time from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., $3 and $5 to get in. Dance time 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. and it's $15 before 12 p.m. and $20 after. Our DJs are Firestorm, Just Gus, and Fat Boy, powered by New World Audio. Come and have an enjoyable time. Bring the family as we celebrate emancipation.
Expert nail technician wanted. Looking for a skilled nail artist who specializes in acrylic, gel nails, stunning nail art, and luxurious pedicures. If you can turn nails into masterpieces, I want you. Creative braider needed. Need a talented braider who can slay cornrows, locks, and braids, and all the latest styles. If your hands can work magic with hair, let's connect. Hit me up or WhatsApp me 403-4421. Let's create something amazing together.
Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we're growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Green Day does roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call, banana nutmeg feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. We grow real, grow Grenada. Parts of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love, and country care. Let the young and old unite. Real expression shining bright. Agriculture is the way to build tomorrow from today. Grow real, grow Grenada. Part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, agri proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe.
Andre Donald, yes, together with Bertrand John. Good morning again, Bertrand.
Morning again, Andre.
How many brothers you had or have totally?
You mean that alive now or had?
Okay, you have
I have
one
two
brother.
brothers alive now, one died.
You had one brother who died. That's
Yeah.
Squinty, right?
Mm-hmm.
And two alive?
Yeah, I have Shadow.
That dead already. That guy.
And that dead already too
dead.
there.
Well, that's it's in chat.
Shadow, I saw Shadow about a month or so ago.
Damn, a month? You lucky. You lucky. I haven't seen Shadow.
Man say he come and look for me and he bring a badge for me.
What badge?
A GLP badge. Tell me I need to paint that on my shirt when I'm moving.
So, I mean, I can't say something wrong with Shadow. Shadow will just always be the Shadow. Excuse me. No, Shadow is one crazy guy.
Yeah, well, you know.
But he's a nice guy.
Yeah, unique person.
Very. You have another brother alive? Who's he?
Yes, one named Alstead. You don't know that person.
I don't know that one. Is he in Grenada?
Yeah, he lives there.
Where?
In River Sally.
Alstead?
Yeah, I don't think you know him very well. You wouldn't know him. And my mom make children kind of funny. She would have made 3 children first, and she would have stayed about 25 years before she make another 3.
For real?
Yeah.
What the hell she was trying to prove?
Anyway.
What was she
You would
trying
have to ask her. I don't know.
No, I can't.
Well, probably she maybe change your mind and change it again. You never know.
You never know.
Yeah, 25 years is a long time.
Okay. I mean, you grew up in Versailles, right?
Yes.
What did you do as a youngster?
Everything you can think about, everything youngster normally would engage in.
Your teeth fall and make
all of those things, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did?
All
I
the
did
time.
that.
What
I
do you
did
mean?
that too,
You hold a fowl and go and cook it, you thief that.
Yeah, you take that. You
take that.
Take that. We used to do that to Fishy Boy in High Street. Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
man.
He used to come out to work in Central Water Commission, come up for lunch, and his wife has food there. And once he sees us cooking, he knows it's
something
full
going
waters,
down.
and he like that. So he'll eat and eat and eat, and then when he come back up the evening, he probably do some choke the corn and thing and getting ready to feed his fowls, and then realize one missing, and he can't cost because he know he ate it lunchtime, yeah. But what was your favorite thing growing up? Oh, we have 2 callers. One here, Joe, hold on there, and another one on the landline. Landline, good morning.
Yes, Mr. DJ. I didn't know. It's only last week I knew that, and now I hear it again. I did not know that what I call him is your brother.
Who's that, Shadow?
Yeah.
Is his brother? Yeah, Shadow is his brother.
Only last week somebody told me that, and I was doubting the person. And now you come and confirm it.
Yeah.
And that's my good.
Oh boy, look at
good
Shadow,
man.
my friend again.
We actually work a little bit with him in agriculture.
Oh, you did?
And he's a well-known agriculturist. After the hurricane, he was in charge of all farm in the western side down here. Yeah, he was in charge of all. He was the man, the chief officer up here for replanting and whatnot.
Shadow's I need to have an interview with Shadow. That's why I need to have it.
I go and talk to a son of mine. We say they say going on the beach, Grenadian Day. Going on the beach below the road like. When I reach there, they say all Grenadians gather up one place. I see Shadow, I say, what you doing here, Shadow? I say, what you doing here? She say, but I get a 2 years work here. I say, wait no. You going to say it, you tell me yes, she get a 2 years. About a year or 2 I come back, I didn't get back here, I see Shadow. I say, wait no, what happened? She say, but I run with that up there.
Shadow will just be Shadow.
No, he's a good man.
You know, I'm passing in.
But he's not a politician.
I'm passing in Tatula. Just passing. A man say, your brother, they're only Canada, you know. So what are you talking about? So I say, who is that? He say, your brother Shadow. I say, bring me over there. He bring me in the house. I say, what are you doing here? He say, BJ, you're walking up here now. I say, what are you talking about? He say, up here several months now. I have a 2-year contract here. Just like that.
I want...
Oh, he's good.
No, he's good.
Well, you're closer to me now because he's like my close man. We don't pass each other no way.
All right.
Good.
Thank you, man. One love. Yeah. Shadow is Shadow.
I can't book ticket on this man.
But he's a good guy.
Shadow.
He's a good guy. Joe Bartholomew, you were calling and you dropped off. I do apologize. If you want, you can call back my brother. That's absolutely no problem whatsoever. BJ, I need to find out. I want to invite you on a program of mine. It's called 20 Questions. I don't know if you ever heard it.
Yes, listen to you all the time.
You've listened to 20 Questions. I want to invite you to be a guest. You can stay at home. and you can be a guest on my program 20 Questions.
No problem.
I think I have somebody for this week, so we'll look at the following week. When I say this week, this week coming Tuesday, I think we have a guest. If we don't, but I'll contact you, and I'd like to have you on that program. We got Joe here right now. Let's find out what Joe wants to say. Bartholomew, good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm okay. How you doing, Joe?
Aside from BJ.
Morning.
BJ.
Morning.
I realize that phone number working still.
It's still.
Because the amount of call that number. Good morning, sir. The amount of call that number, and I never get a response. Good morning, sir.
I need to send a message.
Joe, you need to listen to the rate to your phone only. Don't listen to that device you have in the back there because you have a delayed broadcast coming in. Listen to the phone.
Yeah. I know that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, BJ.
So what BJ is saying?
What
BJ is saying? You could send a message. If you don't get him, then send a message. And it happens. Don't believe that you're the only one. It happens to me. Sometimes I have to do something, leave my home and drive to where BJ is to get him. So it's not something that happens to you. It's just that sometimes he can be busy, which I doubt being too busy, but it happens. So my thing is send him a message and then he'll respond to your call. Your number is probably not saved in his phone.
I will send a message to him.
Right.
Send me a message because I just lose the phone regularly. I just search the whole place to find it.
I hear that.
When you get in the jerseys.
When you get in the jersey, when I get it, you can't get it before I get it.
I hear you, sir. All right, thank you, sir.
Take care, my brother. One love. Take care. Good. Wonderful. Yeah, you too. Take care. Good. It's real. It's 91. Yeah, BJ. So did you play football for your village?
Play football for village, for school, for everybody.
You played for Latas?
For Latas.
What was your position?
Midfield.
Would you consider yourself to be a good player?
Average player.
Jared, better than you?
Much better.
Okay, so Jared is better than you.
100 times better than me.
And Andre, better than you?
Which Andre?
This one.
Andre, I used to look at you play basketball, and I must say that you had a lot of potential, you had a lot of talent, but you had too much zest on the court.
You just didn't like. You just jealous because you couldn't do what I did. You just jealous because you just couldn't do what I did.
I used to look at you.
Come on.
You didn't like ordinary passes. I don't know why.
No, come on.
I like to pass the ball away, don't look it.
Of course, you do these things, BJ. Come on. That's what the game is all about. No, listen. That's the only mistake my mom made. Yeah, I should have been born in the U.S. People would have been paid to see me. You understand? That's what would have happened. People would have been paid to see me. Okay, so let me ask you another question. If you're better than this player, there's this other player who was a captain at one point in time. I think he was the longest serving captain of Latas. What's his name?
Glenn Toussaint.
Were you better than Glenn?
No, man. Man and them in a different level. I was an average player.
Yeah.
The man and them was good.
Glenn is my cousin. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, Glenn is my cousin.
So a really good player, you know.
Yeah. Auntie Gloria is his mom. Auntie Gloria is the daughter of one of my grand aunts. Yeah. He's in Canada, Edmonton.
Yes.
Yeah. But he was one of the best defenders that Grenada ever saw.
Best.
One of the best defenders. Yo, this guy was good. And where's Gerard?
They're both in Canada.
Yeah. Gerard in his time was best forward liner. And he and CJ were a good tandem at one point in time. You have a caller here. Good morning, Doug. Good morning. How you doing? Hello.
Hi, good morning. How you doing, sir?
All right, good morning.
BJ, morning, bro.
Morning.
I like how you start the program this morning. Really good program. I like what you said. Basically, when you give your word, that you must keep it. And I've been waiting for you for about maybe 6 months for you to keep your word, bro. I'm still waiting for them planting plants, bro.
That's a short time. You can pick up planting plants anytime. I actually have some plants in the ground now as we speak.
I really need it, bro.
If you get a transport, you can find a dozen or so plants, 15 plants that is there, and you doesn't have to pay for it. You can get it for
Where I have to come and collect it?
Lake Antoine, you know the lake.
Lake
you doesn't have to,
Antoine?
yeah, you don't have to go off the main road.
It's right there.
It's right there. So
Don't
you doesn't have to go in the bush or anything like that. Just
Okay,
pick
so
up
when I get there, just call you.
Just
or
call me. Just call me now.
what day can I come and
you can
get
pick
you
it up.
there?
You can pick it up today. You
can pick it up today.
You can pick it up
Nah, I
tomorrow.
won't be able to pick it up today.
Tomorrow will be
Transport is
fine.
necessary.
Can you do it tomorrow?
Nah, boy. I gotta arrange transport. If I had my own transport, I'll collect it yesterday.
Then you'll get it on Monday or sometime.
still
Not
there?
on the weekend. Or you
Okay.
probably can check me on Saturday if you get a transport. I should be there Saturday morning from about
Okay,
6
Sunday you're going to church?
Not necessarily, but Sunday is a fluid
Rest
day.
day.
It's a fluid day. It's a
All
day
right.
you can't tag me.
All right. Listen, bro. Andre, I need to have a meeting with you and BJ, bro.
With me?
Yeah. Basically, I think you need my services, man. Sales, marketing, and development. Yeah. And I'm sure if I could do it for Shell, British Gas, I could do it for the radio station in the country here over us. You know what I mean? I really need to talk to you. I got a couple ideas that I know could enhance what you. I heard you this morning speaking, and while you were talking, I was thinking, and I know for a fact that I could handle it. You get what I'm showing you? There's certain things that we could implement to make that happen based on what I'm listening to the ads. I know what's going on. So, you over us?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So you need to link me, bro, because I don't have transport. You over us? And right now, what's a good day you could meet up with me? You and BJ, because BJ, I waiting for you long, bro, because I know you know what you're talking about, and I'm serious about what I'm saying as far as raising the funds that's necessary. It ain't just about talk, bro. You know that. It's about financial, unless you want to come out your own pocket. You get what I'm showing you? It's not Trump. So we need to link up and put heads together and make something happen. You get me? Because I'm not just doing it for you. I'm doing it for me too. You get it?
All right.
Dre.
Yeah.
Boss. The real boss.
I hear you loud and clear.
I got you, bro. Just link me, man.
Okay,
you get me?
Yeah, we'll link you.
I got your number, but my phone just fell and cracked, so I got BJ's 241580008.
Yeah.
We need to link up make a time, man. Make a time. Organize a time where you and BJ could link up, and let's do it at once. Because it's basically the same vibes that's gonna work for both.
Okay.
You get it?
Okay, I got you.
Don't forget me, bro. Don't feel I'm on no jumbie vibes.
No, I got you.
All right, bro.
Okay, take care, good.
Yeah.
It's 27 minutes I make it after the 9 o'clock hour, real 91.9, 91.5. It's Thursday and it's agriculture day, but it's just a little twist of the agriculture. Yeah, we just made a little twisted this morning and we're reasoning. There's somebody again on the line. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. I've been listening to, had an opportunity to hear some comments that BJ make. He was speaking about the fish farming, and I agree with it. We don't have to get involved in everything that exists unless people want to do it as a hobby. There are some people who have discretionary income and they enter in things like hobby. So if you want to grow rice, you could grow rice in Ticolo and sell it for $50 a pound. Nothing wrong with that. People may like to get it. And definitely the comments he make about fish, because of our culture, you have to have an export market. We have a market to export fish in Grenada. And they have two basic problems I understand. One of them is the quantity and quality they hold in, and the second one, they have challenge with the transport. If they seriously increase the quantity, then they could hire a plane and bring the fish to the market. So we must invest in these things to solve that problem. The other issue is that we export sauce up, and we have a market for sauce. We may not satisfy with the amount of money we're making, but we have a market. So we need to seriously increase the production in that. There are a number of people who have lands, and some of them are big farmers. They have workers, they have management skills, and they have money, but they don't have the interest. And perhaps that's where government come in and sell interest. So let me give you an example. And let me choose a live person like Bob Ramdani. And you say we want you to go into 40 acres of sauce up if you have the place. We will provide the plans for you if you will plant 40 acres of sauce up. You could pay us back for the plans in the next 3 years. Because they have the land, they have the management skills, they have the money, but they just don't have the interest. So you sell interest. So you say, we will provide the plans for you. We will give you extension guidance. Attach 2 workers to an extension officer, and we'll give you guidance. We will assign an extension officer to that project to visit you at least whatever time we agree until that crop starts to produce after 3 years. And then you will pay us back for the plants on an incremental scale. That's what we mean when you sell interest. We don't have to fight with products that we don't have a market for. We could encourage hobbies to delve in fish farming. And I think a number of times again, we have to encourage farmers to invest in their land. Let me give you an example. A farmer been doing vegetable production for the last 25 years. And he have the same main problem. He have a water problem. But that farmer drives a vehicle that he get concession for $125,000. But the pump is $4,000. Maybe the government work with him and say, you need to take concession and get a pump. A good lister pump. Because you have the potential. And that pump may able to serve 5 or 6 farmers. Government or some organization might have to follow the logistics. And after 1 year, because vegetable farmers tend to get return faster, you will pay for the pump incrementally. We don't need to have all this serious water problem. You have a farmer with 2 acres of land, doing vegetable for the last 20 years. He has a nice house, a well-fat wife. He have a nice car, but he don't have a tank for $1,000. And he could purchase a tank. Perhaps every 2 years he could buy an additional tank and use gravitational flow. So I think we have to zero in on agriculture and do broadside. The areas where we are making money and the things we could do to get results, let us do it. We could encourage hobbies and people who are eccentric to grow rice, to grow perhaps garlic and onion, because they are and I think that is where we're making the mistake. And I also want to make the point that somebody have to tell the Ministry of Agriculture, you are the biggest farmer in Grenada. So you must flaunt agriculture. You must tell the public what you're doing. Take your camera and go through your farm. Don't do it now. Do it about a year now, because you know nothing now. And show farmers what you're doing. I believe perhaps that way. I know DJ has been making that point guardedly for a long time. And I understand. When he's a farmer of that magnitude, you don't want to tell people they're playing the fool bad. But I want to join him this morning. We must zero in. We must be surgical, as if we're going after a tumor, and we deal with it. And we need the voices in the country to continue to pinpoint that. And while I'm on that, I want to also congratulate all you on the agriculture program. BJ has been extremely consistent. And sometimes we discard that, you know. And not only busy people have time. So it's easier to get BJ on the agriculture program than some people that don't work it. But he has been consistent. And is a busy man. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. BJ, congratulations again.
That's nice.
Okay, somebody wants Brenda. Brenda, I know you're listening still. Mabel Smart wants a number for you, Brenda. So I don't know if you want to put a number in there. Or Mabel, if you can put a number there for... You guys figure out how you want to do it. Because I guess Brenda, Mabel wants the coconut plants that you spoke about. Your friend is saying good morning, BJ. Goddess Bella.
Morning, Bella.
Yeah, all right. See any more comments that are related to you? Let me do so and double check. Gentlemen, there are lots of fish stored in the cold room in Goa Fish Market. Could there be a public-private partnership where they could produce saltfish as was done during the revolution? I don't know. It's all well and good to say there's a lot of fish in the fish market, but the fish may be there for a reason.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Andre, we have to be clinical. We have to be organized. We have to take a different approach with regard to how we deal with production. If we're going to produce fish, we need to have proper trawlers, we need to have proper equipped fishermen, and we need to have a proper industry, whereby the people who go outside there don't have to be worrying. If they go for a week or so, they don't have to be worrying about when they get back, where they're going to dispose their stuff.
Yeah.
It's the same way with farming.
Let's take this caller. Oops, lost that one. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, same thing with marketing board. You want to ensure that when farmers farm, that they're able to dispose of the stuff. And it don't just have to be marketing board. We have to organize our country in such a way whereby the things that people involve in, it make economic sense, or else it wouldn't be sustainable. That's one of the main pillars, Andre. The things have to make economic sense.
Oh, your friend is here. Let's say good morning to him, but we say good morning to the caller first, and then we go to your friend. Good morning.
Yes, Mr. Mr. Andre. I want to congratulate Mr. Pierre for what he just said. Excellent. Over excellent. 100%. Because he's saying the same thing that I am saying, or the same thing I was trying to say to Mr. BJ. Same thing. Excellent. First class.
Okay.
I spent 5 years in Black Bay Estate. I planted over 400 saucer. We had the extension officer come in and look at it. She advised me in the pruning. When she came, she advised me what is to be done and said that you have the principle and the idea with you. So we know of people that are interested in putting in saucer. That 400 odd saucer, I passed it some time ago. Trees tall going up in the sky because inside it is dark as pitch. This land, the place is not being taken care of. Over 92 acres of land. And that there's the next gentleman have about 100 acres of land in Waltham behind the school, behind the Waltham Secondary School. He had planted over 1,000 saucer. Charles living in America. And I don't know what stage they are at now. So we have what it takes. We need to implementation to get those things going. So when I said that to Mr. BJ, this is the wrong that I was talking about.
Okay.
Right? And I have facts to prove these things.
And I'm gonna talk to your partner now, Clifford,
Good.
Mr. Entwine, so we can talk. Take care. 9:40 is our time. I don't know how long he's been there. There he is. There he is. So you can talk to him, BJ. There he is.
Morning, Doc. How are you?
Morning, Comrade BJ and Comrade Andre Donald.
No.
That was meant to get you. Morning, Comrade.
This comrade thing, the walking Virgin.
Watch, even in the capital small, we use the word comrades, so don't feel bad.
No, the comrade thing, the walking.
Or we could say brothers. We could say brothers, that's fine. Either way is fine with me.
Watch.
Good morning.
Hold on. Anthony Boson traveled together with Selwyn Strawn, and I think there was a lady, and I don't want to call anybody's name, but there's a lady in the delegation. The three were going to the Eastern Bloc, some country in the Eastern Bloc, and they ended up in one country in the Eastern Bloc, and where it was questioning, and everything was going haywire because they did not have visas to enter those countries because of their passport. And you know something? What came out of that is this, Selwyn Strawn said to Tony Wilson, "Don't worry, man, all of us is comrade." I don't believe in this comrade thing. He said, all of us is comrade. And both of them, I don't know if they slept in a cell, or they had. Anyway, but it was not a nice experience. But Selwyn Strawn was just this saying, "Oh, little worry, man, all of us is comrade. Don't come and call me no comrade at all. Anthony Boson, good morning to you, wherever you are.
Message well taken, Andre.
Yeah.
Brother Andre, good morning to you.
Yeah, brother.
Good morning to you.
Morning.
What's up with you? How you doing, Doc? Huh?
In any case, saying comrade is no different from saying compatriots.
Okay. You just have the final WORD. I'm good.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'll listen to you and BJ. I've been listening to you since about 8 o'clock, except I couldn't get on my system, because I'm trying to take care of a few domestic issues here. Any case, I just want to say good morning to both of you and to our listening audience out there. Yes, I missed the last couple sessions.
But yeah, last week was a technical issue. But
yes.
We got it solved out.
Well, I'm glad you did that. So I was hoping to be able to make it up physically this morning, but I get to bed too early this morning. So
Doc, we have not dedicated a time, BJ, and we have done Doc injustice because we have not dedicated a time to say, Doc, how is your business? What's new? What improvements you've made? What's new, and what do you have that's going to come out just now? What's going on? How is the business? How is the Woodman going?
Well, the Woodman product itself, we've been moving forward, according to our scale, our means of ability to do so. Currently, we're in the process of doing the 325 ml bottles of the product, so that's one significant milestone accomplished. So we have both the 375 ml and the 750 ml bottles of the original product. We're in the process of trying to finalize decision on some experimental work we've been doing on the aged product. So hopefully by the end of this month, we should have some definitive answers as to how we move forward on that product. Meanwhile, we're working on the issue of packaging for the product as well. And thirdly, we've been working significantly on the spice processing operation. So we're trying to develop our labels and to get commercially printed labels for our spice products while we set up our equipment for processing. So we are there moving forward on our own steam, of course, without too much of assistance. But at the same time, it's the result of the hard work of our associates because I must be honest with you, they literally go out of the way to do things and get things accomplished in as timely a way as possible. And I do appreciate the hard work. And like everything else, manufacturing in essence is hard work, No different from farming. I'm doing agricultural work in the field. And here is where our work and the agricultural work complement each other. Yes, BJ? There should be a meshing of the two to ensure that the waste of produce BJ was referring to earlier on never occurs in the future. there should always be system in place to ensure any excess produce, bananas, plantains, cashew, mangoes, golden apples, name it, watermelon. Once they access the market and they spend more than a day in the market, they should be put into the processing line to add value to those products so that at the end of the day, we minimize our agricultural waste. And so that's where we're trying to head. We're not there yet. We still have we have plans for doing the processing of the fruits and vegetables. We are hoping to be able to do that a few years ago, but that never materialized. But we're still working on it. And so that's where we're at this point in terms of the movement forward with the organization.
I know at one time, Doc, you were doing oils.
The essential oils, yes, we actually procured a new still and a press for doing the oil, but we currently out of personnel to operate those instruments, those equipment specifically. And so we are gearing up to get personnel for those equipment, and we have some farmers with whom we already have relationships to get supplies for various spice materials.
So what spices would you hope to be, and would you be doing like lemongrass and so on?
Well, not so much the lemongrass per se, as much as the bigger spices like the cinnamon, the clove, the warden, and the turmeric, the ginger. More the turmeric and the ginger will be used mainly for spices as opposed to the essential oils. Although the turmeric has a very useful oil, a cumenoid oil that has significant anti-inflammatory properties, but that's for down the road. The immediate thing is for the more abundant cinnamon, warden, and clove leaves and other stuff like that we could use.
Timeline?
I'll give us a 6 to 12 months for that. I'll tell you why. Because unless we don't get the personnel in place capable of operating the equipment, because the equipment are state-of-the-art heavy duty equipment that needs careful attention and management. So yeah, personnel coming in would have to do some basic training and get some hands-on learning experience as we go along. So hopefully, we are hoping to be able to get some things going towards the end of July for the emancipation period, but that is not materializing. So we have to put the timeline.
Doc and BJ, I want to ask both of you a question here. Why is it that we are not seeing, let me not say not seeing. Why is it we are not tasting so many of our great flavors that we have here in more of our drinks and in things like ice cream and so on? What's wrong?
Well, two factors here. One, the product itself, which most likely would be something of the essential oil nature, or even finely prepared forms of the spices, are not readily available for application in our food products. And then secondly, it involves some degree of product development, whereby the manufacturers of various pastries, beverages, etc., can include those ingredients in the product. And so that would be two major reasons, I think, why we don't taste our local spices or our own products. But guess what, Andre? Which cafe or restaurant could you go to and order a cup of local cocoa tea? You know of any? But you could go and order a cup of tea, you could go and order a cup of coffee, yeah?
Coffee.
All right, so yes, until we get to that stage where BJ extends his agricultural activity into the restaurant business of the cafe in St. Patrick's and St. Andrews and St. John's, and includes some a cocoa cafe. And until then, we wouldn't be able to enjoy a lot of the spice flavors we have in our beverages. But then that extends also to things like the same rum punch you're familiar with. But we could produce other cocktails and beverages that include those said spices. Many of the juices that we make, for example, the civil orange or gospel juice, the lime juice, etc., those themselves can be enhanced in flavor using some of our spices. So it's a matter of the imagination being applied in our culinary services And at the same time, we need to have services that make greater use of our materials in the restaurants. So that, for example, I made mention of a cafe that both sells cocoa tea. You could sell it hot and cold. Right? You could sell hot coffee, you could sell cappuccino, etc. And at the same time, you could still sell our local teas like the lemongrass tea. You could sell the lime peel tea. You could sell the orange peel tea, etc., etc. So we need restaurateurs to begin to think, like you say, outside of the box and make some of our local products more readily available, especially during the tourist period. So that when tourists come, they know I could go and enjoy some tropical tasting of flavors at BJ's restaurant downtown St. Patrick's, or I could do the same thing down in Waltham at Dre's Dre's Cafe and
No.
chocolate shop.
Just remember, I'm gonna give you a word, and I want you to never forget this word.
Oh my goodness, that's a warning.
The word is rustic. Just remember that.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind.
Yeah, remember that.
So that's the kind of thing. That's the kind of thing I think we need to move into. And guess what, Andre and BJ? Somehow, strangely enough, the Ministry of Tourism does not take into consideration the mere fact that tourism entails selling your local stuff to the visitors. Because when they come, they want to learn about your culture, they want to learn about your heritage, and yet still, what do we offer them? Not too much, just the same old tired thing year after year, the Grandlands Beach, the sun, and that's it. Now we beginning to get into some ecotourism projects, but even those are not highly.
Doc, we can't take them outside of St. George's. The roads are no good.
Well, maybe that's part of the tourism project.
Maybe unless
let them experience the rough terrain we have.
Well, then they'll have to be using utility vehicles, not the buses.
Donkey carts and horse-drawn
carriages.
Right?
Yeah. The roads are no good.
And even those used to be part of our heritage one time, so nothing is wrong with that.
Nothing is wrong. We've got a caller. Let's pause. Let's take this caller. 9:51 is our time. Good morning.
Yeah, I need to ask Dr. Antoine a question. Can you have a cinnamon without cutting the tree and then it bears cinnamon again?
Apparently, yes. Apparently, that's a practice that's been done somewhere in Indonesia or Malaysia, if I'm not mistaken. Malaysia, yeah. And even here, even when you peel some of the bark off the trees in your field, for example, wherever the color is, you would see regrowth occurs over a period of time as well. So yes,
it grows back the bark.
Yes,
bark is regenerating.
Yeah, I need to ask Dr. Antonio a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you harvest cinnamon without cutting the tree and then it produce cinnamon again?
Yes, he answered the question, you know.
Oh, I didn't hear. No, okay.
Yeah, he answered the question. And he says, yes, it is done in Malaysia at this point in time. And if you harvest the bark, it is possible that it can regenerate. Doc, you correct? Am I correct? Yes. Yeah, it can regenerate after a while. It will be able to regenerate.
BJ would be in a better position to explain that whole process, though. BJ?
Yeah, Andre, what they normally would do, the bark of the trees is when you normally transport in nutrients and water and stuff like that. So what they would do, they would skin the bark, but they will leave pieces of bark on the tree.
Oh.
So they don't clean it out like a dry piece of wood and then everything out. And it will just regrow.
Oh yeah, because it's like skin. It's going to regenerate.
Trying to catch back itself.
Yeah. All right. So you got that caller? Caller gone. But I hope that the caller would have.
Andre, Doc was making an extremely important point a while ago.
Which was?
Is that we shouldn't be wasting a lot of things that we have because we're not planning properly. We're having those kind of problems. We shouldn't having all the things that we have wasting when we can preserve them, when we can add value to them, when we can export them. We need to plan our farming much different than the way we are doing it. We are just guessing. We are just being hopeful. We're hoping that we connect. No, we need to have the systems and structures in place and the plan so you can implement efficiently so you can make the thing very viable. If you don't do that, the thing gonna fail. You gotta good for your country, you gotta good for the people, you gotta make economic sense.
Got to make economic sense. It's 91. Doc, we have Rainbow City coming up. We have the festive season coming up. And I know it's not, you probably wouldn't, you more than likely would not probably, you would not have enough time. But what I see really making the rounds these days, Doc, is that the other rum companies, they're doing a plastic flask. Have you seen that? And are there any plans that Woodman is on the same trend?
Not particularly. I've been trying over the years to avoid or minimize use of plastic packaging in my operations, in part because of the environmental problem plastic poses, and the use of glass by its very nature is recyclable. And thirdly, because of the interaction between products contained in plastics and the product itself, that degree of interaction is virtually absent in glass packaging. So we've been trying to focus our quote unquote product quality as best as we can in quality packaging so as to ensure when the customer gets his product, he gets a high quality product.
Okay, so that's a nice way of saying no, you're not going to be doing plastic. I got you, Doc. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Well, I mean, that has been part of the mission from the very start, to minimize use of plastic as much as possible. Because I fully understand the nature of plastics by themselves, the chemical responses. And by the way, not all plastics are the same. And secondly, you'd find that over a period of time, plastic tend to deteriorate. But the more important aspect of the plastics is that when plastics were designed originally, we never took into consideration the environmental impact it will have. And now we having to clean up the effects of our technological advance into plastics. And that is now posing a problem. So yeah, I would avoid and minimize use of plastic as much as I can and try and keep our packaging as much as is possible within the glass structure.
All right, I got you. Here's something that we can end on. Both you and BJ, it's a comment here by someone called Max Williams. And it says, so both of you can comment on this after I read it. Gentlemen, Grenada is Grenada still coined as the land of spice? I'm asking because I understand that the title might be under threat because of the great emphasis Jamaica and India are making in that area. Who's first on this? BJ?
I just spoke about it a while ago. With regard to how we handle our business. We have to be clinical. You cannot have something in the world that you are living in and two twos, you don't get competition. We talk about watermelon, people see you planting and everybody go and plant. It don't just happen on a national basis, it happen on an international basis. It's all about economics, it's all about making money. And as far as I'm concerned, if you are determined to make money, Andre, you should do things in the most efficient way.
To make
the money.
Doc?
Historically, Grenada has been known as the Isle of Spice. And that has been a trademark over the years that have been recognized by tourists, people visiting Grenada. And we have, at some point in time, begun to lose that character about our tourism. But we've been actively trying to reestablish and rebuild the Isle of Spice image with our work dealing with Isle of Spice flavors. And hence we began the Isle of Spice Farmers Association so as to rebuild and encourage and support the development of the spice industry here in Grenada. So yes, that used to be our brand name, or at some point in time, Isle of Spice. And there was a point when the name was being simply being neglected or not used. But we've actively been working to ensure that the Isle of Spice image or brand name remains with our country Grenada.
Where is
Andre,
Dalton?
Andre, did
Yes?
you know?
Hold on, Doc. Yes.
Oh, I see Dalton last night.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
I see him every night now.
Oh, okay.
Andre, do you know that we give up that title already?
No, we didn't give it up.
No, you need to listen. We give up the title Isle of Spice, and we now take the title Pure Grenada. We give up Isle of Spice years ago.
No, the Doc say we give it up really. We have it. We have it still, right, Doc?
No, Doc and Dalton have a little, trying to keep the remnants of the name. But them men are all relic, you understand? So
Well, you know, brand names are very important, you know.
So,
And
Doc,
while other
do we
people,
have
while
any
other
claim?
people,
Do we
while
have
other
any
people,
claim on Isle of Spice? Do we have any claim on that still?
yes, that has been traditionally.
Yeah, but do we have it registered? Copy.
Well, you see, here is where the question of marketing becomes an issue or a problem for us, you know.
Okay.
Because the minute time you give up your well-established brand name, you have to spend a whole gestation period of X number of years to rebuild, quote unquote, whatever new name you're trying to adopt.
Okay,
and then
Doctor.
we are in the doldrums.
Yeah, let me tell you something. The time is up. Yeah, so we gotta continue that conversation another time. Yeah, take care of yourself. Have a wonderful day, Doc.
Hello, good day to all of us from the Isle of Spice.
Doc got it there. Good day to all of us from the Isle of Spice. BJ, thank you so very
yeah,
much.
man.
for
God bless you.
being,
Take care, and
with
God
us.
bless the listening public.
God bless you too, BJ. What are you going to be doing for the rest of the day?
Farm as always.
What are you farming today?
Today, washing benches to put in lettuce, Andrew, and to sow lettuce seeds, and to regulate bananas. Lots of activities.
Take care. of yourself.
Take care. God bless your youth.
Good. One love. It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.therefmgrenada.com. The time has now moved on to exactly 30 seconds. And that's, of course, after the 10 o'clock hour. Stay tuned. News is next. And then after that, we should be hearing from the police today, hopefully.
Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest update of news as produced by Triple N. The details when we return.
Classic Furniture. Our items are made from the best local wood available on island. Our products are made with love, care, and the experience we have gained over the years. Why do you even contemplate using substandard furniture, which is imported, when you can get the best made right here in Grenada? Our factory is located in the cultural village of Chantimel and our showroom on Ben Jones Street, St. Andrew. We are also noted for refurbishing that piece of furniture to its initial look. When looking for quality furniture, there is only one place to look, and that's Classic Furniture, where we take care of your needs with utmost care. So give us a call today and put your furniture woes to rest. Classic Furniture, where love and luxury is combined to provide the ultimate satisfaction. Call us today on 442-4645. Classic Furniture.
Hello and welcome back. The Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, in collaboration with Grenada's Ministry of Agriculture, has completed a field assessment